Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Filmmakers League Live. This one's quite a special one, to be honest, but before I get started, I just want to make sure that everyone can hear me, you guys can see me. Please comment below, like, share. It's going to be quite exciting on who we meet today, what we talk about, and what we're going to be up to. So, tell me if you guys can hear me. Anyone live? Who's out there? All right, so today, okay, we have someone says, hey, meaning you can hear me. That is amazing. Thanks. Awesome. Can hear you. Thanks, Matt. All right, here. Okay, guys, so today is going to be a very, very special one. I'm here in my home studio and coming live to you for Filmmakers League. And today we are officially launching the Filmmakers League website. This website has been quite long time due, yet it has taken a long process to be able to create a community like this. What we're trying to do is Filmmakers League is all about filmmakers uniting together, sharing their knowledge, being able to collaborate with each other, and also maybe opportunities with you guys linking up to other suppliers and distributors and product managers, and to be able to utilize new products. There's so much opportunities that we're going to have coming up with Filmmakers League, and of course later in the future, coming down, this is the first version of the website. There'll be more versions coming out, and there will be a roadmap published on later on as well, so you guys can see what we're going to be bringing to you from Filmmakers League. Now, today is quite special because one of my good friends, Marcel Breed, I actually met him when he used to work at Digital Logic. So without any further ado, I'm going to show you today how the website works by utilizing a great example. So before we talk about the website, let's directly get into Marcel Breed. Let's welcome Marcel Breed and see what he's got to say on how he's been surviving COVID being a filmmaker. Marcel Breed, how are you, my friend?
Hey go, mate. Yeah, not too bad.
Very good. That's a nice setup down there.
Yes, basically it's just my small little editing area at the moment. And yeah, just pretty much been hanging here since lockdowns have started, really.
Very nice, very nice. I can feel your pain. I suppose everyone can as well. So I suppose the question is, Marcel, what have you been doing? We know a lot of filmmakers who we have actually interviewed recently, and also people who have been working in different sort of industries and different sort of projects. You have been one of those people who is multi-talented. Why do people call you that?
I wouldn't say multi-talented, but I've done a lot of various different things. Mainly coming into probably about 9 years working in retail and rental within sort of the film community, or sort of TV broadcast and film sort of world. So yeah, I've been basically started as a prep technician back in 2013. And then basically as a prep technician, used to prepare all the gear, like for example, used to go through cameras, audio gear, lighting and grip. And basically just doing that, you get an A to Z sort of feel for, you know, different roles within sort of on a film set. So anything from the camera operator, focus puller, your gaffer and grip for lighting and sliders and dollies and things like that. And then also your audio for soundies and things like that. So you get a you know, a general knowledge, a general handle on things, and going through the years, you kind of pick up more and more and more of those different facets, so you can get into more detail. So that way, it's quite a broad knowledge that you have to kind of acquire. And getting into retail and rentals, you kind of get into the deep end of that really quickly. So prior to that, I really didn't have that much knowledge as far as the technical side of things were. So when you jump into it, you kind of have to learn hard and fast.
Exactly. So what sort of experience do you have coming from the rental house and then going to production? Like, how long have you been doing these things for?
So after a few years into, you know, getting your feet into like sort of on that side of things as far as the retail rentals, obviously customers would start to ask you, or do you film and do things like that? And then slowly you're starting from more of camera assist roles to even like just basic assisting roles. Kind of gets you a foot in the door with that sort of work. And then usually working weekends or days off, you can kind of get into that sort of, into those sort of jobs where especially like music videos, low budget films, things like that, kind of gets your foot in the door. And then once you go from there, you can kind of pick up knowledge on the go. So usually things like focus pulling can be quite quick to pick up, especially for camera assisting. And usually when you're on these productions, they'll be hiring gear, which means that you can start off not really with much gear at all. So usually production will rent it and you kind of get used to it. Or if it's on low budget, you kind of work with what you got sort of mentality. Once you get through that, then you can kind of progress onto acquiring gear and then taking on more jobs. So
definitely.
So obviously it's a bit hard when you're working almost full time, but then slowly, like now that I've finished off rentals now and now I've gone full freelance, you can really once you build that confidence of just doing on the weekends, you can really go into the deep end now.
Correct.
So so I've been doing it since 2015 as far as the part-time, just working into freelance while still doing the rental job as well.
So you've been in the rental house industry for what, 9 years, I'd say?
About 9 years, yeah.
About 9 years,
and then about 6-ish as far as like really starting to get into like freelance sort of work.
Yep.
Another great way that I've really gotten accustomed to working hard and fast with freelance work is getting to wedding freelancing as well. So shooting weddings is a great way to kind of go with it. You make a lot of mistakes there, but it's you quickly learn how to fix and resolve issues without getting into too much panic or anything like that. So I think that's a great way to also apply into the work that you do as well. So so I find like even shooting weddings is a great way to kind of push yourself into that as well.
Definitely. So when you're working a rental house, I suppose you've seen cameras and technologies and things come and go in the market. How does that make you feel by working in a rental house and you gained that experience that maybe it's about gear or maybe it's not about gear? Like if you were not working in a rental house and if you're just a freelancer, would you be able to understand that very easily?
Yeah, yes and no. I think you tend to get carried away with the gear quite a lot, but so working in rentals and seeing how things kind of move in and out really quickly. The great thing about the reason why you'd want to go to a rental house is because investing in gear, like let's say a camera and lenses and all that, the technologies get superseded very quickly. So it's especially on the higher end, it's more advantageous just to rent it, so you're not stuck with depreciation, paying it off, like financing expensive equipment. It's just easier to rent it, and then that means you're always using the latest gear for the latest project that you're doing, and you're not really locked into anything. Now, having said that, it's still good when you're just starting out. Basic gear it's good to own.
Yes.
Like things like if you just got like a small like a hybrid mirrorless camera like a Nikon or a Sony or a Canon, or even these new Blackmagic cinema cameras, they're quite cheap nowadays. You can do a good 80 to 70% of the jobs with just those cameras, and if they're regular enough, they can allow you to shoot corporates, shoot weddings, shoot pretty much a good portion of work. And then if you really get those big clients where they have the budget and they really want to have the final resolve product to be of such a high caliber, then you can go, yes, I will get something a bit more
definitely. I suppose it's not always about the gear. It's really about the story, the actors involved, the creativity. There's a lot of element that plays to make a good film instead of just having a gear.
Exactly. Yeah.
Technology does help you, I suppose, enhance that. Yeah. So Marcel, no, go on. You first.
Yeah, so when it comes to gear, it's just one proponent, and the main thing is you kind of want to get more of a collaborative base worked on more. So if you the more you can work with crews, the more you can collaborate with people, you'll find that gear and stuff will always come and go. But if you always have a good network of people, you can always work on cool projects all the time. So I think that's more what you have to concentrate on than just gear alone. But and then also when you work with other crews, your general knowledge also expands as well, which is always a good thing to do.
Definitely. So have you been working on some projects recently that you want to share some screenshots of, or is there anything you want to show to the audience that you've done behind the scenes?
Yeah, I mean, I've like obviously we're doing the website launch today. I've already posted a few BTS like behind the scenes work that I've done. It kind of varies from anything from. I'll just bring up the screen.
So maybe what we can do is we can show the users and all the audience over here in regards to how the website works and the functionalities of it, and then we can actually show the behind the scenes photos that you've uploaded
Yeah,
from
yeah. If you
FML.
like. Did you want to bring that up or?
Definitely. We have a lot of fans over here. Marcel, Jane's saying hi. Nancy's on board over here as well. Harsh is also over here. Hashim. Neil. Okay, Gary, welcome on board, mate. It's good to see people from all around joining in. Okay, sounds good. So let's get ahead into it and talk about Filmmakers League and the way this is working and what we're about to do. I'm going to share my screen and show you guys exactly what FML is all about. Allow. All right, let's do this. So, Filmmakers League. This is our homepage for the Filmmakers League. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to run you through on all the functionalities that's currently available, and I'll probably give you some hints in regards to what could be coming in the future very, very soon. So what we're going to do first is, when you arrive on the homepage, you will see that this is where the registration is all about. You can log in through here. You can see online members. Currently, I'm online. You've got search. If you go to your photo newsfeed area, categories, which we are coming up with, where you will be able to see different categories. And of course, when you start scrolling down, like any social media platform, there's a newsfeed. These are all our members that have been joining in the last coming week. And that's how it looks like. You press the button, it goes up. There's a scrollable banner over here. This is a featured cover for Ben Ryden. And then we also have a featured profile over here for Marcel. So just to give you an example how this works. To register, you can simply click join. You can choose your username, all your contact details, enter your password and register, and you'll be in straight away. It's simple as that. So what I'm going to do for now is, since I already have an account, I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you exactly what we are able to do. Okay, I'm in. So if you're logged into Filmmakers League, this is what you will see. Forget about the top bar. This is just the admin panel. It's going to be everything from FML and beyond. So you have your primary navigation on the top where you can choose your user profile and messages. You can see members, and you can also view and create your own groups. Marcel, how easy was it for you to be able to maneuver on this website when you created your membership?
5 to 10 minutes just to kind of get a bearing on things. So it's not too bad. It's sort of similar to, I'd say, almost like a Facebook / sort of Tumblr sort of style of layout.
Definitely.
But obviously without the crazy sort of like nonsense that you'll get on Facebook and all those sort of things. So
I suppose this is like, it's dedicated to filmmakers, so you don't have an algorithm over there playing around with your brains to know whatever people are posting is coming in order. You can go scroll down and check it out.
Yeah. And it's just a great ways to, obviously the whole idea is just that it will be a film community where you can kind of share ideas, collaborate with people, and then also see other people's work without going through, without being buried in other crap and things like that you'd find on like a social media website or anything like that. So it's really sort of purpose built for what we do, and it's just really refined. Think of it kind of like a Filmmakers LinkedIn,
100%,
but more visual. That's kind of the idea behind it.
So the first part is the navigation, and the second part is the secondary navigation. On the third section right over here, this is where the magic happens. This is your profile once you've logged in. You can also access all of this top user details over here from here. So you can go to friends requests, you can go to messages, notifications, and this button is just for you to log out. Now, if you scroll down, you can share what's on your mind. So today I'm going to share something like this. I'm going to take a screenshot. And can I do that? Snip. All right. Let's share me and Marcel in the backhand, and we're going to show you how quickly this, as simple this is to be able to do. Share. We are currently live on Facebook. Wow, that's what happens when you're in COVID situations and don't have much time to practice your typing skills, huh? Okay, here's what's happening right now. So I just uploaded a photo, and this will allow me to share this photo. We're currently live on Facebook with, and just because Marcel is my friend on here, I can tag him. So Marcel Breed. And I posted it. This actually posts through my profile. All right, so there we go. That's how simple it is to post. You click on it, you can see the image, you can like it, you can share it to different platforms. When you scroll down, here's Dante updating his profile, Dante updating his avatar. Matt Fisher. Matt actually is here as well today. He did say he can hear us. So this is Matt. If we click on Matt's profile, that's how the profile looks like. So to give you an in-depth example on what each things do, if we go to user profile, the user profile will bring your profile. So this is my profile at this stage. I have my stream over here, which is everything that I'm publishing. That's your newsfeed. You have your about section where you can update all your details. Then you have your preference, notification, and account, which I will not show over here as those are all personal details. So I don't want to be able to give those information out to you guys here. You can contact support or have a look at the help area for this. So once you go to friends, you have friends. I've got 14 friends over here. You can see. And then you have friends request section as well. And under photos, simply, I've uploaded an album. That's how your profile system works. When you go to messaging, messaging is quite simple. You have all your messaging. You can send message to someone. So I will send a message to Marcel. Marcel, how's it going? Send through. And the best part about this messaging system is it actually shows up as a notification. So if I just close this and let it go, when Marcel responds back to me, so Marcel, I get you to respond back to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. Notification. See, Marcel has winked at our post. And this is how it comes up. Hi, how is it going? Just now, sent. So that's how instant it is to be able to do. So your communication system is quite similar to how other social media platforms work as well. So it makes it quite easy for you to be able to get onto the system, share your content, collaborate with other members. You don't have to feel shy to contact people on FML. Filmmakers League is all about being able to connect with people as well. Hi Glenn, hi June. A lot of people are joining in. This is great.
Did you want to talk about the sort of like the groups that you can actually set up on the page as well?
100%.
Kind of similar to like a similar to a Facebook group, but
Facebook group, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much similar to that. So I mean, once you're logged in, like user profile and messages, we've gone through. The next one is group that Marcel's talking about. So we go to members. Under members, once you've logged in, you can see everyone that's joined. So people have been creating their profiles. So if we just go scroll down and take you to Marcel's profile. So this is Marcel Breed's profile here. You can see how many people have viewed. You can share his profile. I'm already a friend, so I don't have to friend request, but I can unfriend if I suppose Marcel does not give me a thumbs up for my photos or something like that. But you can also go ahead and like a profile as well. There's a lot of positivity in here. So here's Marcel's shoe. So he posted this 3 days ago, food shots with a restaurant that you guys have been working with, Michael. Do you want to talk a little bit about this, Marcel?
Yeah. So I did this thing with Michael about a year or so ago. It was having our first go at a documentary, and these are just screenshots out of him that we did with that had just come out of that short documentary. And the cool thing is a lot of the lighting the whole thing was just low budget, but a lot of the lighting we kind of had to do really quickly and really fast, and also at a minimal budget. And because the restaurant's in a really small place and it's really hard to get a lighting set up in there, or get them to come out to a studio. We actually do all the lighting in your van, which is kind of cool. So we set up a little table
that's
in
when
there.
you had my van. Yeah, that's when you had the Hyundai van. So you shot all of this inside a van.
All the plating shots, like all the food stuff. And then interviews we did at Messiah Studios in Seven Hills. And the other thing was the first thing that I did that had to be translated as well. So, which was interesting. So
you're able to upload photos and link a YouTube video from any platform and play it directly over here, so you don't have to go away. That's cool.
Yeah, so Vimeo, YouTube. I think you can embed Facebook videos with a link. It's still a little bit how we're going, but we can work on that.
Definitely.
So if you scroll down, I'm sure there's an example of a Facebook link. So if you keep going down, so there's a Vimeo one now. If you keep going,
so this is Vimeo.
Going. That's Vimeo, and if you keep going, like you can even get the Facebook one as well. So that's
on YouTube as well.
Yep.
That's on YouTube as well. You've uploaded
so if you scroll up,
so
scroll up again. Keep going. So you can see that there's a redirecting to Facebook.
Yeah, so all you've done is copy and pasted this, right?
Yeah. So that will go to the actual video, but then obviously it redirects to Facebook. So it does YouTube, it does Vimeo quite well. Facebook is something that, it's a bit how going, but I don't think Facebook's really done their back end too well with the videos yet. So
I suppose it's really up to the APIs available and how we can connect different platforms together. I've been working on this for a little bit, and we always are open to suggestions. So if you guys have suggestions of what we can do and improve, that'll be lovely. The next thing that we will be releasing on Filmmakers League first is for you to be able to upload your videos directly on here. So at this moment, you can go and upload your photos, and you can create the albums. So you can see Marcel has created albums over here. And there's the albums. So he can create albums and he can put photos inside it. And this is pretty cool. But to be able to also have audio and video uploaded, this will be even better for you guys, because you can start your own podcast if you like. You want to upload audio stuff in there and create a group and start your own podcast. You have a platform with filmmakers already joining in, and you have a podcast there. You want to start video platform, you can start uploading your video content over here as well. So this allows you to not only have a professional looking filmmakers page, but you can also communicate, interact with people, learn. And the best of all, which Marcel has been talking about as well before, is groups. So if you go to groups on the top corner over here, this is how it looks like. We have FML Live, there's support. This is a group that has been opened by Andrew Murphy. What's your camera setup? Light it up. And FML Group's introduction guideline. So you can come here and create your own group. And creating a group is quite simple. Simply come over here, enter your details, choose your privacy. You can keep it open, you can keep it private, you can keep it secret. So this allows you to run your own channels on Filmmakers League. So if you want to do something, you want to communicate with people, you believe the members on Filmmakers League would appreciate that what you're doing, maybe you can create a group and start sharing your insights, your ideas, your stories, or whatever that you want to share with the audience, and you can invite members, so you don't have to have it public. I mean, have you looked into this group section, Marcel?
Yeah, I've already had a look at the live one as well, and the what's your camera setup as well. So I think people are already starting to do the what's your camera setup already as well. So that's we can see, like, if you're confused about gear setup, there'll be people sharing a lot of their suggestions and setups within that page as well. But yeah, there'll be a variety of different things. The more it grows, the more they'll fill up with more content. At the moment, it's still quite early days.
100%.
So
100%. This is the live section, Marcel. So what I've done is 4 hours ago, I published the link over here, and this is directly linked from YouTube as well. And that's how it's actually popping up. So it's pretty cool. And I'm just trying to bring my camera back up, and here we go, we're up. Sounds good. So if we go back to groups again, if you guys have questions, you want to talk about things that regards to support, just come to support over here, type your questions. We're more than happy to help you. There's a lot of members joining over here as well, a lot of people who have already created things, and they can go and support you, help you, and they can guide you how to do this. But not just that, we can also, while seeing this progress, we will also go ahead and create a detailed help section where it's going to guide you to different links and different places and mini videos, so you can excel in this as well. Apart from that, that's how Filmmakers League is currently working. We
Did you
have
want to talk about the Apple boxes as well, just before we get into anything else?
100%.
So basically, the idea behind Filmmakers League is that a lot of how money will come in is through merchandise. So obviously Apple boxes, and in the future there'll be a few other things, like different things like that will obviously be a bit more film centric to what we do. They're not going to be like unnecessary things. So like obviously they're going to be, good film gear that you can get your hands on, and accessories and things like that. That would be quite good. But that will go to funding the FML situation, so that way we can keep it going. So we're trying to not rely too much on crazy ads, unless they're something that's related to what we're doing. But we don't want to go too crazy, like Facebook, where it's just random ads and it's trafficked, and it's we're not going to bombard you with ads and things like that. So obviously we're gonna have things come out as time goes by. So at the moment we do have the Apple boxes, which you can purchase. And where can you purchase them from at the moment?
It's available online at a few different places, but at the moment we've linked in for Digital Camera Warehouse. So if someone wants to buy it, they can just directly go over here. See, the advantage of these Apple boxes are they made locally, handcrafted, and we also have included a 3/8 stud over here, so you have a better connection for putting lights onto the floor, accessories and things like that. It's nested, and it's a 12mm ply, which is quite handy, especially when you want to keep the weight down. And it's solid. You own one of these, right, Marcel? You've tested?
Yeah, I've got 2 sets already. They're high. They are a sort of a ply. They're high quality birch, so they're quite thick, very durable. And they come, sort of standard. You can treat them if you want to. So I've already done a spray on varnish. So if you really want to, so that way it doesn't stain or anything like that too easily. They can always be sanded back, and that's kind of the advantage of being 12mm as well. The other cool thing is, unlike other Apple boxes, we've got the FML logo on one side.
Yep.
So that means that if you're on the other side of the box, you can actually put your own company logo or your own sort of Instagram handle or whatever you like to do. And then the fact that, again, you've got a 1/4-20, or was it 3/8 or 1/4-20 screw that's in the actual, the pancake.
Yeah.
We put in
a 3/8. Yeah, because it's got a better grip onto the wood as well.
Yeah. So it's a 3/8 screw. So you can always put a low light or any sort of. You can even have it sort of on a magic arm as a tabletop off a pole. So if you want to put a laptop or anything on top of it, you can totally do that. So there's so many different things. You can put them between 2 auto poles. It's whatever you like to do. There's so many different gripping advantages to that. So
and especially, I think I've posted a photo over here on what we were doing. We were actually using it on a film set, and I used it as a slider legs. If you put Apple boxes on both sides, it becomes slider legs.
Yeah, you've got multiple different heights, things like that, which we can go into more details on a future live stream,
100%.
which we can possibly have it set up where we can actually show you how we use Apple boxes. So
one of our members have actually asked a very interesting question. Matt Fisher Media over here says, are we able to start discussions or anything on the website, for example, chat about marketing ideas, gear, etc.? 100%. This group that we have over here, this is not just a group for people who are joining, for people to communicate with each other, but it's also for you guys as well to be able to do your own task. So if you like the system, and if you believe that the system is working well for you and you want to utilize it to the next extent, yes, go ahead, use the groups, go create your own groups, private groups, public groups, and you can start discussing marketing ideas, gears, and things like that. If you want to create a public group and invite members onto that, you can do that as well. If you want to create a group for a particular camera brand and start publishing stuff as soon as you get information, or if there's a new camera release, go ahead, you can do that. We are Filmmakers League. We create a platform and provide you the platform so you can make the most out of the system. The system is yours. It's in your hands to be able to use it. And you can also check our privacy policy. It's going to be running under a secure socket layer, and it's very secure in regards to this. And we have an SSL certificate on the back, which allows us to be able to have a membership website where we feel proud and that we know that every information that we have is locally hosted, everything's secure, and it makes it easier for us, our members as well. What's your thoughts about this, Marcel?
I mean, also keep in mind that like it's not only for like camera operators, DOPs. It's also for like directors, producers. It's a whole like makeup artists. Like we're anybody that's related within this industry. We definitely want to get them on board, because in that way it's a great way to get to, like, if you need a makeup artist, there will be a page just dedicated, like somebody will make a page just with makeup artists. So, and then there'll be discussions on there. So that'll be a great way to get that. If you need a producer, I'm sure there'll be a page like down the track where there will just be producers and things like that. So that's kind of the idea, is with these groups, you'll be able to patch in and have a look and see if you can find people that you want to contact. So that's kind of the premise of what the groups are. So don't think it's just limited to these pages. Create your own one. So if it's down to like things like, I need VFX artists, I need grips or gaffers, I need people that know the ins and outs of like gimbals, for example. Not everybody knows how to operate a gimbal, so there'll be a tech support sort of thing there, or a page where people will show their setups and different ins and outs. So the idea is that you kind of build different channels, and then you can just find that if you need an answer to something, you can find that group, find that little community within the community. So even though filmmaking, like it is a community, like these little pages can also be like little sub communities as well. So think of it that way too,
100%.
instead of just being a page. So
definitely. So, Matic over here says, that's great, mate. Thank you so much. Please do join. Guys, we will actually give you more information in regards to how you join and when do you have to join by, as we do have something for giveaway as well. But before I get onto that, we have another important question by Mr. Matt over here. Fantastic. Any ideas on app in the future? Yes, there's a lengthy roadmap in regards to Filmmakers League. And with the right brand supports that we currently have, and with the members, as you guys are keep on coming and utilizing the system, the more we see the system being utilized, the faster we will release the roadmaps. 100% there's an idea for an app in there, and I want to be able to connect filmmakers around the globe and not rely on something where there's other content being published. This is specifically for filmmaking. It's going to be for filmmaking, and we're going to bring more features as the coming months come by. So before I get into next part of it, let me remove this screen from here for a bit, and I want to share this with you. So here we go. This is some of our members from the filmmaking community on this website right here. So firstly, you need to come and register. First, please come and register onto the website. You have to complete your profile. And if you want to know what a completed profile looks like, just have a look at Marcel Breed's profile or have a look at Andrew Murphy's profile. There's a few people that have completed the profiles on there as well. And you will also find 2 featured profiles on the homepage. These are automatically done every month. So whoever uploads things and bases on the algorithm that we'll have at the back, we will also be uploading your profile pictures onto the highlights as well. So you guys will be highlighted in front of when people come to Filmmakers League. So make sure that you make an effort when you're doing this, because at the end of the day, I believe if you're going to do something, go all the way in or just don't do it, right? So that's exactly what we're doing at Filmmakers League as well. We're going all the way in. I mean, to be able to have a system where you guys can communicate, share, upload, we're going to be looking after it, all the costs in regards to hosting and data and all of that. And that's the best part. It's a platform for you guys to be able to collaborate. So what we do is you register, you complete your profile, and then you have to join the FML Live group. So I'll give you an example where FML Live group is. This is the one over here. So once you've joined FML Live groups, at the moment 5 people have joined in, so everyone signing up hasn't joined this group yet. Once you join in, the advantage is every single time there's a new live coming up or new opportunities coming up, we'll be posting it here. So you'll be the first person to be notified. That's exactly why we're getting you to join over here. So it's not a very lengthy extent of what we are expecting you guys to do. It's pretty simple. So once again, this is the microphone that we're going to be drawing. It's a Saramonic microphone. Giving you a better view from here is just at the bottom. You can see this nice, beautiful, shiny microphone. The advantage of this microphone is it can be utilized on Zoom calls, can be utilized directly plug into your computer, it can be utilized for recording, can be utilized for multiple purposes. You can Google for more information, have a look at Saramonic Australia website, Saramonic Global, have a look at the reviews. It's pretty nice, and this is what we're going to be giving away this Friday. So remember guys, this Friday we're going to give away this. There's going to be details coming up in the next couple of days on what time. It's going to be a surprise, and we're not going to let you know when, but all you need to know is by this Friday, you guys have to go ahead and complete the profile. I mean, Marcel said it took him a couple of minutes to do, so I think it's pretty good comment that you told me that it takes a couple of minutes to do, so it's pretty good. Okay, June says proactive. Sounds awesome. Thanks, June. If there's any help anyone needs, please, more than welcome to do so. And if you also want to start up your meetups, if you also want to start up your own groups, example, I know there's different regions and different states and different filmmaking groups. You can start up your own and start having meetups, and you can invite members to the group, and they will not only benefit from the group, but they will benefit from the value that you're providing to them by having all filmmakers platform utilized. Anything else to say, Marcel? What do you think about that?
I'd probably throw out a few questions there if anybody still wants to get some questions answered before we leave the chat.
Well, Marcel, there is a question for you. Here we go. Bradley actually says, can you set up an account for him?
I can. Depends on what you want on there. Be careful what you wish for, mate. I can put some interesting stuff on there.
I mean, I know Bradley also is using a Filmmakers League Apple box, so maybe we could just upload the nice Apple box on his profile cover, and Bradley, mate, it's good to see you live here as well. Thank you for joining in. I'd like to also have you on live as well one day, share your experiences and expertise on what you've been working on. So there we go. Hey Marcel, go back and forth, and there you go. Focus shift in. All right, sounds good. So a lot of people had joined in today. Matt, Neil, Nelson, Sonia, Nancy, Harsham, Jane, Gary, Ashok. My father joined in. Marcel, Matt Fisher, again, June, Gary. Okay, there's a lot of people joining. So this is very good. And finally, Bradley, not forgetting him. That's what we have. Now, guys, there we go. One more jumping in. Just wanted to say, I think what you're doing is great, and thank you for video shares on Instagram. No problems at all, guys. We're going to keep on doing this. Once again, if you have any comments, if you have any inspiration, ideas, if you have any opportunities for anyone, feel free to publish here. And if you want to talk to us, if you want to come live and share your expertise as well in regards to how you're living a filmmaking life, do contact us. So before I end this, I do have one more thing to show you. I'm just going to get that up. So Marcel, tell me what you're going to be doing this week now. I mean, we're still in lockdown.
Yeah, at the moment I'm just kind of catching up on edits, and I'm also studying as well. So I'm doing a bit of study, not film related, just as some extra work that I'm doing on the side. So I'm kind of doing a mixture of things at the moment. But yeah, it's just kind of taking it easy, and then kind of just doing whatever jobs I can at the moment. But obviously once lockdowns lift, it's going to be pretty busy, just because it's like a lot of backlog of things that have been postponed. So yeah, it should be interesting.
100%. So June over here says, how often do you go live? June, if I actually had the flexibility and the opportunity to be able to do it frequently, we'd like to go live every week, but at this moment it's going to be twice every month. Hopefully we can do it 3-4 times a month, but at the moment it's going to be one every fortnight. So we're going to have one now. One's going to be for the...
if we get more traction, then we'll be a bit more frequently,
It's basis on the systems that we actually implementing in FML and what we're bringing out. So at the moment we have a lot of things that's coming out on Filmmakers League on the website. So I know that a lot of people will get so involved into it that you will have competitions and you'll have so many different things to participate in that live will become a part of it. So we will definitely do live more frequently, but at this moment it's going to be once every fortnight, excluding the giveaways and all of those. So once every fortnight is going to be in regards to who we interview. So at the moment we got Marcel, next going to be someone else, it's going to be someone else. So we're going to bring new filmmakers to you all the time. Now, Gary also says over here, thank you for creating this opportunity. No problems at all, Gary. It's our responsibility. We are very passionate about this industry, so we want to be able to provide this. Now, our most premium partner that we have, and the way we actually bring this possible, is through Ozimu, and Ozimu is actually our master company in all of this. So what we're doing is we're actually going to be bringing one more product to FML. It's the X-Star 5-in-1 multi-camera battery charger. So I'm not sure if anyone's actually seen something like this, but it's going to be a modular system where you can have different battery options and you can charge different batteries all together. It will tell you the indications and the battery levels as well. So this is something that we are bringing into you as well. So first was the Apple box. We're also going to give you the opportunity to have this in Australia as well. And at this moment, if someone wants to show interest and you want to buy it, you can actually directly go to Ozumu and you can buy it from here. Yet we will be also adding this onto Filmmakers League directly and giving the opportunity to get it from there as well. So this is the other thing that I wanted to show you. Marcel, do you use something like that? I mean, I know you've got a certain brand that you're using right now for cameras.
Yeah. So I've got I've built like a Pelican case that's got like multiple Sony chargers in there. So I use basically shoot on, especially for weddings, I basically shoot on like Sony A7 based cameras. So yeah, I do have something that I obviously DIY'd similar to this, but this is like a nice little elegant solution in itself.
Sounds good. Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Apart from that, that's all, guys. This is Rah Sharma and this is Marcel Breed speaking to you from Sydney, Australia. And unfortunately, we cannot do this live in person, but I do appreciate every single one that actually came to FML launch in Castle Hill, and there was a special invite, and as the membership system grows, we'll provide you more opportunities. As you know, that Filmmakers League was also bringing you a experience to learn lighting with Nanlite in a jail, in Parramatta jail, and that got postponed, and this is not being cancelled. Remember that. This is just postponed due to COVID. We don't want to bring you an experience where you just sit and just listen to something. We want to bring you that experience and an opportunity where you can interact with people, interact with models, actors, and other people that they're on the set, so you can actually learn much better. So that's what's going to be happening. Anything else you want to say, Marcel?
No, I think that's pretty much covered. It's good to see this, excited to see this grow and let's see where it goes.
100%. So once again, guys, my name is Rah Sharma. Thank you very, very much for joining us on this. And don't forget, this Friday, we'll be drawing in for this microphone. The microphone is from Saramonic. This is what you see. You simply have to register, complete your profile. Completing your profile meaning you need to register, you need to upload your photo, upload your cover photo, go make some friends. There's a lot of people over there who would love to talk to you. Create some groups, do something interactive on it. Show that you actually care about us as much as we care about you in regards to providing the system. And I promise you that we'll be talking much, much more. And if you want to be part of this live as well, email us. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.
Cool, see you then.